bit of a better day, weather-wise maybe, but I wouldn't say car-wise. It's going back. It's done it again. Didn't last many days actually, and it went straight off. It's been hit and miss. I don't even know what it's going to do when I start the car up. There's no point showing you because you basically know everything about what's going on with it. All I will tell you is I'm off to get some breakfast and then I'm off straight down to the dealership. I have 2 weeks. I have this week that I have off in the back end of October, but I have this week off as well. I basically have 2 weeks where they're going to have it. It's going to be the last ditch attempt to see what they can do. I'm going to have to take the crunch. If they say they need it 2 days, it's going to have to be 2 days, and they'll just take it from there. I will find out what they actually need it for the 2 days for. If it's definitely going to be a unit change, fair enough. Yeah, we'll roll with that. But if they say they're just having it 2 days and there's not a unit change and they're basically going to play about with it, that is not worth it. So, breakfast, down to the dealership. We'll find out more later. I'll give you a little heads up when I'm fed and I get down there and we see what's what. Catch you in a bit. Here we go again. And here I am again. I've just had a nice breakfast and I've got here, very busy, and right round the front there's a Bullet Mustang next to a standard Mustang. I'm going to have a sneaky look at that on my way round. My key fob is now saying battery low, but to say it's over 2 years of me having the car battery low and that key fob's fine. I'm just going to replace that when I get home. But I'm going to go in. I'm going to tell them one thing I've noticed as well. They turned the adaptive volume off, and I have just gone through the settings before I came here, and I have noticed the adaptive volume is back on. So it put it on all of its own. So I think what they did last time was completely irrelevant and a waste of time. Right, I'm going to go in, find out more. See you in a minute. Hey, I'm back. That was a mammoth task. Right, to sum up, while I was in the service area going through everything with them, and I was telling them everything that we're doing again, and they dragged the job sheet out, one of the chaps came out to the car. He jumped in and he just tried a few things. He's turned the adaptive volume off again. I said, look, he put it on automatically. I says, I don't tamper with any settings, and it went back on. He says, well, I've turned it off. I've done a few little things. He says, see how you go these few days, because it is now booked in for Thursday morning. They're not going to do a unit change. They're adamant that there's nothing wrong with the unit, which I got a bit uppity with them and a bit sharp, and I said, look, I believe there is. I know it entails a lot to do it, but I think it needs a unit change. But they don't seem now to want to go down that road. So I can't say no more yet. Basically, it's going in on Thursday morning. I'm going to have to do my walking up and down again. I should be as fit as a fiddle, me. And we'll take it from there. But if we have the same outcome after this, there's really nothing more I can do. I can't put a gun to Ford's head and demand them take this unit out and put a new one in. At the end of the day, I'll just say it's fine and it'll be someone else's problem. And that is all I am going to do. I'm now getting sick of this. They're probably getting sick of seeing me, and I don't intend on keeping this car. So it'll be Ford's problem. They should have fixed it when they had the opportunity. So that is it for now until it goes in on Thursday. So I'll let you know more then. I live here. There we go. After just being back at the garage and some settings which he's just tried. There, look. That's what I'm now faced with. Absolutely no volume at all. As you can see, all the blocks have now disappeared. None of my stations are programmed in. Whatever you press on, there's no bleeping, there's no sound, there's no nothing. No bleeping at all. If I press the voice command button on here, which I'll press, please say command, it says it, but you can't hear it. Look, everything is all dead quiet. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. DAB stations not available. Put it on FM. They're not available neither. There's absolutely nothing. It is dead. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. Yes, ST Line deadline day. It goes down to the garage today. It has been hit and miss since Monday, and when I took the car back and showed them that little video piece which I got, that will be included in all this video, showing you what it did. You know anyway, where everything goes off. All the blocks of the DAB gone. Yesterday it was so hit and miss where FM stations started coming back, and then there was absolutely no stations at all, but the caution lady was speaking and things like that. So I decided to do something different, which I've never done in the 2 years of having this car. I messed about with it, and one thing I did, and I will show you guys in a short little clip when I start the car if it works. What I did was I basically, every single block for DAB stations, the ones that was empty, which had nothing in, I filled them. I crammed every single block full of any station I could find, tuned it in, stored it. So every single block has a station. Some have the same stations, but basically every block is crammed. And I've done that just to see what happens. So I'm going to flip car around and start it up, and let's see if everything I did yesterday is still in. We've got a bit of a funny glare. That's better. We've got a bit of a funny glare because the sun is just coming up. Anyway, I've just had breakfast. I'm going to be going down there. I'll spin it round and start it up, and I'll show you. If it's all just gone to pot, I've described what I've done. All the blocks was filled with stations, but we'll see. So I'll just flip it round and start it. Right, well, I'll just turn the volume completely off a minute. I've done that. But as you can see, like I did yesterday, you won't have seen me do it, but I did do it. I put all these other blocks in. Look, Union Jack, I've never had Union Jack and all that. Now watch, preset. Look, all them. I have absolutely crammed every single block of these presets with stations, whether I listen to them or not. Now look, and you can hear it bleeping all as not. Look at that. Absolutely radio 90s, 90s, 90s. I just filled it. I'm not going to listen to them. I'll always leave it like that, so I've got radio 1 or whatever, and that'll be it. Sorry, it went a bit off angle there. Yeah, and it has stayed overnight like that. So let's see. I will tell the garage that I've done that. I'll tell them that every block is filled, and we'll take it from there. But anyway, off it goes. Right, I'll make sure it's actually recording. Right, so here I am, guys. I'm at the garage. I'm going to drop it off and tell them what's what with what I've done with it, and we'll take it from there. It's a bit of a walk back home now, and it's with them all day. All I can do is tell you more when I get the car back. Exercise again. Catch you later, guys. Excuse me, this is a beauty. The garage have just phoned. They've said, Mr. Brook, we need your car a couple of days. We can't find a fault, but yet we need to go more in depth because we believe there's a fault. Does that make sense to you? Because it doesn't to me. I says, well, you were only going to have it today. I need it tomorrow because I've some things to do. I do have next week off. What's the best we can do? And he had a word with Master Technician, and he said, well, yeah, we definitely need it 2 days. Can we have it next week then, when you're off on your holidays? Can we have it the Monday, Tuesday? And we can sort out what we're going to sort out with it, and then it gives you the rest of your week if you have to get things done. Makes sense, fair enough. I said to them, is it going to be a unit change? And they said, no, it's not going to be a unit change because we believe the unit is fine working, i.e. as it is, but, and here's the but, they say when they run a fault finding check that they can't find any faults because it's sort of running at the time when they're doing the check, so it's not showing out, but they believe there's obviously a fault because it's doing this. If you can sort of understand that. I'm going to find out more when I have a walk down there, but it is a strange one, and it seems, like I've said, it's going to go round and round in circles. Now, yes, I'm going to let them have it 2 days next week, but that will be it. If Ford cannot do anything after all these attempts, and then the 2 days next week, it stays as it is. I'm sorry, but it was somebody else's problem, and Ford can't turn around and say, you didn't let us do this, you didn't let us do that. They have had plenty opportunity. So while it's not raining, I'm going to have a stroll down, probably get caught in a shower halfway down there, but I'm going to go down, collect my vehicle, and then it's back to them on the Monday. Oh, hello, I am back home. Right, I got down to the garage. I did get caught in the shower as well, but no major, didn't get this too wet. I got to the garage. I said to the chap, right, we spoke on the phone about this. Let's just get to the vehicle and that. And we walked right round the back where the vehicle was. He just showed me a few things with it, and basically the system is exactly as it was when it went down this morning. There's no changes. All the stations are all still in them blocks and things like that. All they've done is run a fault finding check, and it's come back with, like I said, 0 faults. It's running perfectly. They took it out for a quick little run around to see if it'd switch off with them, and of course, the car being the car didn't switch off. I expected it switching off, be coming back from the garage home, but it hasn't. It stayed as it is. I might not be going out later on today, so I don't know. It might be a question of when I start the car in the morning, what will happen. But basically, to put it all in a nutshell, they're going to have the car Monday, Tuesday, and they're going to go, what the chap said, more in depth. The technical bloke needs more time to try different things, to go through everything, every single fault finding, well, every fault finding they'd expect to find. They've got to check it off. We know it's not that. We know it's not that. I did say to him, look, is there going to be a unit change in this? And he said no. He says if we identify a fault that's causing this, it will more than likely be a component which we can change. He says it will be a massive get my teeth in, a massive last-ditch attempt to do a full unit change. It might seem more simple to do a full unit change, just get rid of the old, put a new in. But there's a lot of things to marry, and there's a whole dashboard, I believe, to take away, and it probably will be more than 2 days, actually. It could even be a week's task of that. A component change, they believe, isn't. Now, we won't know if we get to this stage about a component change until they find it, if they find it. But I'm telling you straight, after they've had it 2 days, if they cannot find a fault in 2 days, that is it. I'm not having them saying, right, we need another extra few days or this and that to find something that might not be there. If this is going to continue, it's only continuing after Monday, Tuesday, unless they definitely identify a fault and they know what it is and they can order a part or do whatever, or may even have it there and say, look, we've found it, it's this, it needs changing, we need it an extra day, we'll change it, great stuff. If that's the outcome, I'll roll with it, fair enough, I have a whole week off. But that is it, we are coming to a deadline now where we can't be messing about now. And Ford have had all these opportunities. I've played ball, I've techniqued to them, I've had to walk back home every time it's gone to them because they can't issue any cars out because of the pandemic. Fine, we understand that. Hats off to Ford, they are trying. I'll give them the due. It's a hard one to pin down. They have stressed they have never, ever come across anything like this at all with the sync system. 90% of them, more than 90%, let's say, work a dream, basically. They're fine. And mine has always worked fine up until now. It is new technology. It's going to be teething troubles. And it's like I said, I praise Ford for trying to do what they're doing, but it is going round in circles a bit. They feel a bit miffed. I feel a bit miffed. I don't want it to be like this. They don't want it to be like this. Certainly not. Hopefully, it will be found if there's a fault that's escaping them, and hopefully it might be a small component change. But if not, I'm afraid I'm going to have to roll with it as it is. I have stressed it before. I'm not keeping the car for good. Probably another good year out of it maybe, and it will go. It will be someone else's problem. So I'm sorry, but that will be it. Well, good morning everybody. It is Monday and it is that crunch time where the car will go in for 2 days. I can't believe I'm doing this, but they're saying that they can find a component within these 2 days. So the only outcome that's going to be from this is if we get to the end of Tuesday and they've had the 2 days and they haven't found anything, that's the end of it. If in the 2 days they do find a component that's broken or whatever that needs replacing and they can replace it, fine. But then obviously it'll have to be booked in again to have that component replaced, because they probably won't have it to hand to do it there and then. I can't see it being, unless they identify something straight away and they know they can get the part to them while they've got it in the 2 days. Cracking stuff if they do, but I just can't see that. Anyway, it's going to go down this morning, and that'll be it while Tuesday tea time when I get down there to find what's what, unless they phone me up something sooner. Can't see that neither. Point of interest, when I put all them blocks in and crammed them full of all the stations, it has worked a dream. It's never gone off once. The car's been left stood overnight, it's been started again, everything all as normal. I've driven all places where it's gone off before, here, there and everywhere. The car's been on and off, starting it in random times, and it's been run about all over the place and things done, and it has worked perfectly. Not a glitch. So I don't know if what I've done is that little trial by filling every single block full of DAB digital stations has worked. I don't know. I'll tell them at the garage that it hasn't gone off at all, but they've got it when I get it down there now. So that's where I'm going. I've had my breakfast, I'm off down there, and I'll just let you know more when I know more. But it's going to be an interesting one now with 2 days, because this is the first time I've had it 2 days. So we'll see what happens. I'll catch all you guys very, very soon. Hopefully not until Tuesday, but if there is anything, I will let you know. See you in a bit. Hello everybody, it is Tuesday. The garage has not phoned. They didn't phone Monday at all to say they'd found anything. They haven't phoned today, but it is coming to deadline day. I am going down at tea time, regardless if they phone or anything, because they've had it the 2 days. And we will see what happens. I can't really say no more because they haven't been in touch. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe they found something and they're cracking on with it. I just don't know. But they've had the 2 days come tea time, so I will be going down there and getting my car back regardless. I can't really say anything. What do I know? It's a bit of a mystery. As that saying goes, no news is good news, but we can't really say anything about this ST line because how it's been going has been up and down, up and down. I really hope they've sorted it. I don't want to get down there and them turn round and say, we found nothing, Mr. Brook. We've done a fault finding check and it's all come back with 0 faults, because that in 2 days, they did that in 1. So if we come back to that same outcome, that's it. I'm out of there. I'm gone with the car. I'll never trouble them again about it. But if they found something different, fair enough, I can tell you guys more. But I just can't see it somehow. I hope me cramming all the digital blocks with all the, the stations, putting them all in, I actually hope that that's done it and solved the problem. Because I am going to roll with it, I'm not going to do no more. So, weather-wise, today's a bit actually not bad. I won't get a chance to walk down, but they say to belt it down later. But anyway, I'll be down there. And I will get any footage when I'm back home. If they've identified something and I get down there and they're still on with it and they say we need that extra day and then it'll be completed, fair enough, I'll have to go with that because they've found something they're going on with it. But if it's just the normal outcome and it's we can't find out, or yeah, try it as it is like this, here's your car back, that's it, it'll be an end of it. So until I get the car back or whatever's happening, then I will wrap it up and we'll find out more. But for now, I'll be going down in a bit, so fingers crossed they've found something and it's sorted. Because it's getting a bit of a long tail this now, isn't it, guys? We don't want to be dragging on with this no more. So anyway, enough said. Down there in a bit to the garage. See you guys later. Well, the garage have phoned and the car is ready. As you can see, we're having my coat on. Just going to go get it. I don't know whether to tell you this now or when I collect the car, but they've already told me, so I may as well tell you. Found nothing. In 2 days, nothing. They've run it out, they've done all sorts with it, they've played about with it like mad, and every time the checks have come back, 0 faults. Maybe what I did by cramming all the stations full of the DAB stations, with all the radio stations in them, that sounds like a mouthful, but maybe my doing of that have solved something. I really don't know. That is a very slim chance to say what it's been doing, but they've said it's fine, it's working and it's showing absolutely no faults. The only other way to find a fault out of that would be to absolutely strip the unit and see if every single component is fine and not fractured or loose or anything. And that is just a minefield like changing a new unit. So they said unless it completely goes dead and there's nothing and it never works again, then they'd obviously replace the under warranty a new unit. But by that, they're not going to replace the unit because the fault finding thing's coming back as 0 fault, so they're not going to replace them that's saying not faulty. There we go. It looks like if it does ever do it now, it is going to be someone else's problem, because I'm going to get my car and that's the end of it. I just hope what I did keeps it at bay and it stays as it is and it never goes off. Fine, I'll roll with that. If there's any little issues after I've gotten rid of the car, not my problem. Ford's had all these chances, it's all on record, so they can't come back saying you didn't let us do this or that. So that's it, guys. Wrapped up. No more. Whatever happens now, no more. The end of this saga has come to an end. It's like I'm talking daft, but yeah, it's come to an end. That is it. I'm going to get the car now, like I say, and that's it. Nothing else to show, nothing else to say. If it goes off, there's no point me telling you, because you know what I've just said to you guys, what the outcome is. I'm going to roll with it. It will stay as it is. That's it. So all I can say is, if you ever have a Fiesta ST Line, Vignale, Active, whatever, or any other Ford that's got this Sync3 system in it, and it has any little teething troubles, not just sound going off, but anything, and you have to get it to the dealer, be prepared for a wait, because they're struggling trying to find faults with these things, if there is any. So that is it. Wrapped up. No more I can say. I love the car. It drives a beauty. But I just wish it had a normal CD player with a stereo and radio. I won't be bothered if it didn't have a sat-nav. I can buy a sat-nav from, I won't mention names, but any car places that sell them, or you've got your sat-nav on your phone. So, yeah, I'm a bit old school. I prefer old school things. So, it'll stay as it is. Now, enjoy everything that's up on our YouTube channel and everything, and please subscribe. It doesn't cost you no. Just click on it, and you'll be notified of any new videos and content coming out. So I'll catch all you guys later, and hopefully worry-free now with the ST line. Thanks for watching. Cheers, stay safe, follow the rules, wear your mask, and wash your hands. I'll catch you later, guys. Cheers.